Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and that is not a clickbait title. I legitimately have a huge announcement, and it is legitimately huge, and some people are like, well, that's still clickbait. No, clickbait is where the title has nothing to do with the topic of the video or it's intentionally misleading. I believe click-worthy is the term you're looking for. Or you could just, use the term worthwhile content. So kind of older lady, probably in her 40s. I know I'm going to get some hate comments about that. She stopped in my shop today and saw that I had, obviously Aether Revolt cards everywhere. I'm surprised I haven't honestly just built a couch out of the remnants of opening Aether Revolt. And she's like, hey, Magic the Gathering. Oh, we used to play that. I'm like, oh, that's cool as hell. Because, come on, female, older person, come on, that's like totally awesome. That's even cooler than my friend Karen. She's like 60-something and she plays Magic. She's freaking awesome. She even plays Neverwinter, the online game, the MMO version, not the original. Also, she has like a morbidly obese cat named Mama. Okay, she's not that big, but she's at least 4 pounds overweight. She looks like Colonel Meow, if you've ever seen Colonel Meow. Also, she's like really angry and just hates humans. It's freaking hilarious. Wait a minute. She might be Colonel Meow. They never said Colonel Meow was a male. Hey. So anyway, I was about to ask, hey, what set, how long ago, want to buy some cards? That's always the lead in. And she was there for the other completely different thing that I do at my business. But once in a while people see them and they're like, oh, I've got some I want to sell, or I used to play, or my son plays. And then, I'll sell them like 1,000 bulk commons for like $7 or something. They get all excited and their kids love it and all that. That's a hell of a lot better than the online bulk price, by the way. It's basically exactly the cost of shipping. So before I could even ask, this lady says, yeah, we bought the very first set. And I'm like, this crazy lady's messing with my head right now. Like I bet she doesn't even play. Her kids probably play and told her as a joke to say to any other Magic people that they own first edition cards. And I was like, wait, first? Like 1993 first? She's like, yeah, the very first one that came out. Like she distinctly remembered it was the first one that came out. So apologies to the several viewers, families that I just killed with a heart attack or stroke at this point in the story, because you know damn well where this story's going. She turned out to be a net necker, so I got out my flamethrower. Just kidding. I could reasonably assume some of you thought that's where this story was going. She actually was provably not a net decker. So anyway, she said, yeah, we bought just one pack when it first came out. It was the very first one. It was a new game. And we bought it because we thought, oh, that kind of looks cool. And she said, yeah, we kind of, learned how to play, played a few matches and stuff. And, we thought it was cool, but then we never really got back into it. I told her, well, if it's the original, the like alpha 1993 version, like one original like booster pack, starter pack, whatever the hell they were called, is worth about, I think like $7,000 or $8,000. And she's like, get the hell out. Why are you kidding me right now? And I'm like, well, sealed, but even unsealed, there's, X amount of cards above 1,000, like, at least a couple. And that's all, graded and all that. Guys, I don't know the freaking current prices of the Power 9. What the hell does that have anything to do with my life? Well, and then like ungraded, like I have no freaking idea, but there's at least cards worth a couple $100. I know that. I've seen the charts at some point. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, they said that they opened it and played with it. So they're probably somewhere between horrific condition, because, I don't think sleeves even existed back then. And, maybe light play. I wouldn't even say near mint without even seeing them, because if people play with them and they don't, like, absolutely care to not damage them, I don't know. I've noticed that guys damage cards more than women, though. Did you guys ever notice that? I don't know what it is. I really don't. I guess we shuffle really aggressively. I have no idea. So I told her, I'm like, hey, I got people. I know some people that would probably buy it. I got connections. I sell 100 grand worth of cards a year on eBay. She's like, whoa, what the hell? Of course, that ain't true this year. Good Lord, I sold, I don't know, what, $1,000? I didn't buy a whole lot of Aether Revolt, in case I didn't make that clear yet. And so I told her, hey, there's a pretty good reasonable chance that you've at least got a couple hundred, if not a couple $1,000s from that pack. Now, I'm too lazy to look this crap up even now, but I would say there's, 50 to 70 rares in that set, I think. I think it was huge. It was like 300, 350 cards or something like that, Alpha was. So there's a lot of rares, and no mythics, obviously, wasn't invented yet. And I know at least 9 of them are above, $1,000, I'd say. I don't know, maybe some of the Power 9 are slightly below $1,000, especially light play. I don't know. So that's already a reasonable shot, considering I think the starter packs had like 3 or 4 rares in them. So if they only bought 1, which makes no sense, why would you not buy 2 if you got to build a 60 card deck? But let's just say it's 1. I mean, that's a pretty good shot. Like, let's say it's, 10 of them are worth something and there's 70. I don't know. I'm just making up a number because who cares? Don't really care until I see the cards. Completely irrelevant. Complete speculation. If it's a 1 in 7 shot and there's 3 or 4 shots at it, that's almost 50-50. I mean, that actually is literally 50-50. Yeah, I told her to go look for that maybe if she knows where it is. She thought she knew where it was. If she doesn't know where it is, I have a suggestion. Look harder. And then if she still can't find it, I might just suggest disassemble the house 1 piece of drywall and 2x4 at a time. Lady, disassemble your furniture. You gotta find them. I even told her, I'm like, if you got a Lotus, I don't even know what a light play ungraded Lotus is, but I would assume $5,000 to $10,000. Like, probably closer to $5,000. I don't know about you guys, but the random person off the street, especially somebody at my shop, could use $5,000. So I said, I'm like, yeah, I got connections. I could sell it for you. I could assess it. You could sell it at a freaking auction. I don't care, whatever. I just want to see them, because I've never seen, well, I can't say I've never seen an Alpha Beta card. I've owned a couple. I don't know. I've probably owned about 10 beta cards, totaling about $30. I don't know if I've traded them for some foil Gideons. Oh, and I sold a ton of them for like triple what I paid for on eBay. That was kind of cool. But other than that, I mean, I know I've never owned an alpha card, that's for sure. So unfortunately, that's where this story / news / announcement / whatever the hell I put in this title, that's where it ends for now. If I don't hear from her in like 3 or 4 or 5 days, I am absolutely going to call her and follow up and remind her. I mean, it's not like, oh, I'm going to, because I take half on everything I sell on eBay, it's going to make me money. No, I just want to see it. I'll take 3%. I don't care. So hopefully within the next couple days, I will have a very interesting video because I will film looking at these blind. I will bring my camera to my shop. I was going to say every single day. Why don't I just bring it there once and then leave it there? That might be smarter. I don't exactly have plans for it back in my apartment. So, I don't know. I guess in a couple weeks, if I don't hear from her, I'll make a disappointing video, depressed as hell, that I didn't get to see awesome alpha cards and tell somebody they're a lottery winner. the alpha lottery, everybody's favorite lottery. And of course, I should mention, there is a chance that she's mistaken about it being the first set. It could have been like the first Commander set, but I said 93 and she said, oh yeah, definitely. That is like so weird, but I thought she said something about like it was when she was in college or something. So yeah, that would actually match up if you think about it. So, I mean, if she remembers clearly that it was the very first one and that, like, it was marked as a brand new game at the time in the store, and it was, she's like, yeah, it was around 93. I mean, what else could it be? It's alpha. I mean, I'm very confident about that. So, yeah, super, super, super amped. Oh, and also, I regret to mention this, but she did say that if I don't get 100 likes on this video, that she's going to burn down her house with all the cards in it and we'll never know because it'll all be ash. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of, bad news. Like, don't shoot the messenger. But seriously, I mean, the universal law of at least Facebook physics is 1 like equals 1 prayer towards her finding her friggin' alpha cards. Oh, and for those of you who think that I'm playing this long game, long con, some huge frickin' prank, and I'm gonna like flip up a card, it'll just be like some handwritten in crayon Black Lotus. I'm like, oh my god, Black Lotus, and it's just like an elaborate prank. That is totally something I would do. That you are 100% absolutely correct that is something I could reasonably be expected to do. But not this time. I am shooting straight on this. I am not even joking around. When it comes to $10,000 alpha cards, I don't play those games. I mean, I don't care if she shows up with a Black Lotus that looks like it's got like a coffee stain on it, some barbecue sauce, and somebody accidentally lit the corner on fire with a cigarette. It's probably still worth $1,000, okay? Let's be honest. Somebody would buy that on eBay for $1,000. I guarantee it. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a share, leave YouTube and go do something more productive. Get up and do some sit-ups or something. Go do something productive with your life for God's sake and wait for that video. Also, since it may be heart attack inducing, you actually legitimately might want to get up and do some cardio right about now, you know, because you got like that cholesterol buildup. It's not good for you. I might actually kill you by flipping up a card and it's a Black Lotus, and then I'm sure I'll drop dead, and who the hell would upload it? But, you know, sparing that, the shock might be a little bit too much for you to handle, and you might drop dead, okay? You don't want to do that, so start, like, drop and give me 50 right now. Massive apologies if you're as, like, physically incapable as I am, and I mean, like, in an injury way, or, like, disability or whatever. Like, don't do push-ups, do not attempt to do push-ups if you don't have arms, for example. I had too much caffeine today, so I'll see you guys next video. Also, I'm going to leave like 10 seconds of silence because for some reason, Firefox is cutting off everybody's damn videos on YouTube.